Well, that's not working, but good morning. Well, now my overlay isn't working. What is going on here, man? Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everyone. Let me try and figure out why there's the overlay. That popped up. Sorry, I'm mainlining some fucking sunflower seeds right now because I'm on like today's day 4 of no nicotine. So, what is up, everyone? MEPS disqualified you. You need 2 big fat waivers. It's okay. That's not an end of the road. That's hey, there's still a possibility. You just got to do this paperwork first. That's the way it is. Why is this not working? Now it works. Caught one on time for once. We are here. We are here. Sorry, guys. So just so you know what I missed. So let me see. 3 weeks ago, I flew out that Friday for the first unsub live show in San Antonio. Then we went to Orlando. And then from Orlando, I went back to San Antonio. Once I got back in San Antonio, I did 2 Man vs. Mornings, 1 Say Hi to Eli, and some other minor stuff. And then the next weekend, we did Iowa and Chicago. Then I came home for like a day and a half, and then I went to DreamHack with Regiment. And that's all 3 that I've missed. So I'm so sorry, guys, but I am here. In your last video, Maze Wasp got an intercept before the F-22. I don't even know all the details, but top 5 scariest ways to go. Right there. Trump 2028, just kidding. I mean, I'm not pushing for it, but it's not the first president who went for 3 terms. FDR was 4 terms and literally had to die while he was in office. Just saying. Have I heard of the Path of the Goose? I have not. Am I live on Pepperbox 2? No. Right now, creators on Pepperbox don't have access to the live feature until they work out all the kinks. Seeds won't compensate. I know. I'm trying to get to the end of it. I even went and got one of these things. It's just air. It's flavored air. It doesn't taste good. Ugh. Thoughts on Borderlands 4? I noticed your Creed tattoo. I love Borderlands 4. Honestly. Okay. Gameplay, story, I think it's the best one that they've ever made. However, the shitty optimization is what is going to hold that game back from being really just an amazing fucking game. Mine won't stop crashing, which sucks because I love playing the game. And I've tried everything. I've overclocked, I've updated drivers, I've reinstalled it. I've done everything I possibly can to try and stop Borderlands 4 from crashing. It just won't stop. My crouch tattoo? What? I do live. Hold on. Okay, I was unmuted. Gonna get a hell yeah for the Pepperbacks. Of course. Hell yeah. Could I play Command & Conquer? You seem like a strategy guy. I love Command & Conquer. Well, at least the old ones. And you can wreck China and aliens. I recommend Tiberium Wars, Kane's Wrath. Wasn't a huge fan of Kane's Wrath. Red Alert 2, great. Yuri's Revenge, also great. General 0 Hour is another really, really good one. Battlefield 6 or Black Ops 7? Battlefield 6. I haven't had any time to play. I've been home for 2 days now, and I've logged a grand total of like 10 minutes on this computer doing what I want, aside from content, getting caught up with everything else. So, Naran, thank you so much. Like my internet, laggy. I mean, it really is. I got the fastest internet they sell in my area, so I don't know what to tell you. FDR was the longest sitting president. Because he had polio. Yeah. Can't wait to see a live show in Denver next week. Oh, Denver's going to be a good time. Denver is going to be a good time. Looking forward to Phoenix and Denver, and then getting back here and being able to do some other things. But yeah, Fallout 4 forever. I like the Fallout games. I really do. The only drawback in the Fallout games is the lack of multiplayer. However, I understand Fallout 76 did that, but they did like MMO style, and I just want like me and my homies to work together. So I don't know. Yours crashed every hour. I've turned lighting all the way down. I have a 4090. I shouldn't be having these issues. Enjoy your content. Thank you for your service. Well, Brooke, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Everything dropped down. You've been fantastic these last few weeks, to say the least. Work has been throwing all sorts of stuff at me. God help me, but you've given me some great laughs. I'm happy, man. Daniel, I've been really trying. It is very difficult to stay on. Like, I know I failed with going on all the unsub live shows and stuff. I'm not able to keep with my regular steady content, so I'm trying to stay, like, get back to it. It's just, I've been so damn busy, man. How many days from your last public embarrassment? About a week, give or take. Long time no see. Ethan Long Johnson. That's definitely not me, but we'll try. Brought me joy to see one Ethan Long joke made the actual line crosser uncomfortable. I'll hold off this live. A random viewer, it's all right, man. I appreciate you being here. Crotch tattoo. Me can't spell. It's not all the way in the crotch. It's just above my business. And I don't know if I can get away with showing that on YouTube without getting in some kind of trouble because it's suggestive. So what history in Australia do you want to check out? I want to see where Australia lost the Emu War. Oh God, I'm going to get so much shit for that. Welcome back. I wish I could have made it to a show. It's all good craft, man. We've been busy. Also, public service announcement. I understand. Okay. Let me first preface this by saying I understand that the individual was simply excited and wanted to talk to us and Brandon about some things, and we get that. If you go to the live shows, don't try to run up on stage. You will get thrown into a chokehold and ripped off the stage. Things happen in Chicago. You know, I understand the individual did it with the best intentions. They weren't trying to do anything ill will, but there's kind of a procedure for everything, and we got to watch out. The failed airman, I'm here. So I would just highly recommend that. I have a question. How did I get so cute? Frosted Fox. Do I know you from the army? Only my homies talk to me like that. Don't be weird. Actually, be weirder. I'm okay with it. I don't even know how to feel. I just assume everyone is like building up to a joke. So anytime anyone says anything like that to me, I'm just like, you're trying to get me to buy into a joke. Just go ahead and say your joke. I know what I look like. I have chosen to do social media on the hardest difficulty. I'm a bald, middle-aged fat guy. The fact that I have the following I do tells me that I'm hilarious. I just chose the highest difficulty. Like in the world of social media content creation, I've chosen like Dark Souls difficulty. That's what I've done, okay? Ethan's gag reflex only works at 8+. I don't know why I saw it. Love live streams, love the videos. Keep doing what you do. Thank you so much, man. I 100% Borderlands 4. Not yet. I haven't. I got 60 hours in, but I always like get caught like farming shit and exploring. And yeah, I'm like 60 hours in. 5090, 128 gigabyte DDR5C. That's the thing. I don't know. Maybe that's my issue. I got 64 gigs of DDR4. But if I do that, I'm upgrading everything. And 9700X3D. So I have a 5900X Ryzen 9. So we'll see. No issues with your stream here. Oh yeah. Streaming me at 1080p. How do I look at 1080? Aside from ugly. So I'm still working the sunflower seeds, folks. What's my opinion on autistic people wanting to join the forces one day? I think dependent on so something I've learned, and if you guys haven't watched Love on the Spectrum, I highly encourage it. It's a wonderful show. It really is. Like, I thought it was just going to be, okay, I'm going to watch some people with autism. It's going to be romancy. It's fucking hilarious, okay? And it's also really makes you feel good. And when they talk about a spectrum, the more I watched that show, the more I realized like 80% of the people I worked with in the military are undiagnosed and on the spectrum. And I'm not even like, that's not an embellishment of the numbers. Like that watch the show. If you've ever served, watch that show and you'll be like, no, that checks out. Yeah, I've worked with you can name the people you've worked with that are at each of those levels. I'm telling you. Autistic people, depending on whether they're at on the spectrum, can be completely fully functioning, and they're very, very like they have their things that they love. And I wouldn't be opposed to like making like a special forces or something. Intel's full of it. Yeah. Don't you have to be autistic to join the Corps? Very possible. Oh man, I think I just saw Anna Markey in here. Hey, what's up, Anna Markey? I'll never forgive Gearbox and Randy for canceling Brothers in Arms. I never played the series, but there are many other reasons why I don't agree with Randy. Like, me with Borderlands 4 is very much separating the art from the artist. Like, the game is so good, but Randy sucks so bad. Like, it's, oh, God, I have to just remind myself, people like, you're doing that? Well, Randy sucks. I'm like, yes, but the game is so good. It's really just so good. But Randy at Gearbox is a fucking douche canoe. I can't stand the guy. DoorDashing at Fort Sill sucks. Privates don't tip for shit. Bro, my wife did DoorDash when I was there first, and yeah, no, they don't tip for shit. Former Navy, MA, dad was a staff sergeant. Artie, good old 13 series. Now that I bought a new truck, I can finally save up for a PC that isn't an embarrassment. Priorities, my dude. A truck gets you back and forth to work. Work then will pay for the computer so you can enjoy your time at home. A random viewer, Wolfram, what did he say? Can we get a Grandpa Buff compilation? Yes. I wonder what that would cost. Because I definitely don't have time to go through all my videos and grab Grandpa Buff clips. But there might be something there if I just had someone grab Grandpa Buff, like all the clips. That's not a half bad idea. Consume water, nerds. I have some here. Ethan, ever heard of Madman Fenrir's America Wizards series? I highly suggest Supercut Act 5 Return of the Budget. I've never heard of any of that, Robin. I'll take a look as soon as I get time. I don't have missiletism. My tism is learning tisms. Everyone has their tism. This is the thing, man. When I say like my missiletism, or Eli has like cameratism, Nick has history or commutism, Rich really likes solving puzzles, so maybe that's his tism. But what I will say is, like, I kind of embellish the whole term tism there, but at the same time, it's easy in any profession you go into. It doesn't matter what profession it is. Doesn't matter. Military, non-military. You throw a rock, you're going to find 10 people who don't give a fuck about that job and are just doing it strictly to pay their bills. They will never be great at it. And that's really hard to like swallow that pill when you're working at like fucking KFC. But you can progress anywhere as long as you work your ass off and you give a shit. And in the military, it's the same way. You're surrounded by idiots who don't care. And the few guys that really put the effort in and really care and try and learn it, they're the ones who are great. I was told I need to see House of Dynamite from an air defense perspective. I haven't had time to watch it yet. It's definitely on my list. I saw a clip where somebody's wearing a 31st Brigade patch while they're in a, what I assume is a KOC or something, or maybe in a DAFCO cell. I don't know. I don't know enough about the movie. I haven't seen the movie to really know for sure, but I might do it. I haven't checked my P.O. box since I've been back here, so I was going to check it today. I just didn't have time. But yes, I need to check my PO box. I have the first, like 2 days after I opened it, I checked it, and there was one piece of mail in there, and I need to send that guy like a hat and stuff because like he was the first person who sent something to the PO box. I think his name is Sean. I have it in my truck. Some Maui therapy, bro. I'm just saying, it's really hard to be upset when you're just out there chilling with the ocean. Oh shit, I'm way behind. Isn't every Marine League slightly autistic? Yes. But logically, so would all cult members be. I think it's easier to call the Marine Corps a cult. Have I ever tried grand strategy games like CK3, Wreck Nations? No, I did try Broken Arrow. Way too complex, man. Like, why do we gotta just make real-time strategy games more difficult than they need to be? What happened to the good old days? You build up your defenses, you harvest your materials, you build your army, you go to war. Like, real simple. Now they're like, each unit has 7 different sub-capabilities that you can use. No, I just want to do these little sandbags, the little American guys from Yuri's Revenge. Bah, 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 bah. Those dudes. You can stop anything. Have I ever watched House of Dynamite? GBI. So, I gotta check. I want to watch House of Dynamite. It's on Netflix, isn't it? I think. It's okay. You took a few weeks off. I'm still recovering from getting blinded by... Yeah. Somebody was at the live show. You have guntism? Now, see, this is the thing, and I didn't know this. I didn't know this until I spoke with Brandon. Brandon has guntism. He knows a lot about guns. But apparently, the guys over at Denver Bullets, Ryan, I'm going to go do some work with him here soon, they have like a whole other level of tism, because they have ammutism. When you make ammo, apparently that's a whole other level of like autism that most gun people don't have. CK3. I've never even heard of CK3. You should come to the Springs and go to Jack's Brewing and Falcon if time while in Denver. Oh,
Would you intercept
down,
me?
man, it's been a while since I went to Falcon.
I'd intercept me.
We're there.
Hello HLC, welcome back. I'm currently a slave until something happens at the government.
This is the thing, guys. You don't have to be a Republican. You don't have to be a Democrat. You don't have to be independent to realize that it's fucking stupid that our government can't get their heads out of their ass and like just pay people. Just like, I don't care about all the other special interest programs. The people who are actively working, pay them. And I feel like one side is really big on that and the other side is not so much, but I'm not going to put my own personal beliefs in there. I'm just saying, like, you don't got to be a part of either political party to realize that this is fucking stupid and our government should be doing better. You're running for libertarian for president in 2028? I applaud you, because I do genuinely feel like libertarians have the ability to kind of have their own feelings without having to follow party lines. That's the only downside. Like, do I align more conservatively? Yes. Do I have some liberal ideals? Yes. Do I have some really authoritarian fucking ideals? Yes. I also have those as well. Not like I want a king or anything like that, but I think that you should only get Narcan once in your entire life, and they should tattoo you. And if they find you again and you have a tattoo and you need Narcan because you've OD'd, sorry about your bad luck. But that's way extreme. That's me. I understand that's not realistic. I get it. But yeah, our government needs to fucking do better. New movie released today called Nuremberg. No. Is it about racing or is it about certain trials that happened after a mustache man had shared his thoughts with the walls? You know what I'm saying? As an Australian, I've never heard of a government shutdown. Had to be explained to me by our laws that if it happened, it would mean the dissolution of the government and call for an election ASAP. Really? God, we need that, man. I think it's insane that our government can just shut the fuck down like that. You have Tolkienitism? I don't even know what that means. Oh, this is a great hypothetical. If a miracle happens and Brandon ends up president of the US, Who would be what position in his cabinet? That's a wonderful question. I think press secretary, the fat electrician, all day long. He loves hurting people's feelings with facts. It's like his favorite pastime. It's wonderful. VP, and I think it's a good offset for Brandon, right? Because they're almost the same person. Cody, Donut. We're not even going to know who's where. I think Cody would make a great VP for him. Eli would also do well in press secretary. Secretary of Defense. Oh, actually, no. Eli would also probably do well as Secretary of Treasury. Rich would do a good Sec War. I think he would. I would do okay at it, but like I have a tactical brain. He's more just fucking motivated. And like he loves getting the job done and doesn't mind all the other bullshit. Like just get rid of all the rest of the bullshit and do the job. And that's why I fuck with Rich. Jake would run the legal team. That's pretty cut and dry there. Those are the ones I can think of right now. That'd be director of communications. That camera is not welcome here. It's not, your resolution sucks. Oh man, it's great. I cast spiky missile. But no, that was a great question. I mean, that's the ones off the top of my head. I won't mind if you do an unbox video when you get around to it. It's the first of an amazing series. I'm already into fucking 40K.
I saw you have been reading the Horus Heresy. What is your favorite legion so far?
Well, I liked the Luna Wolves. And then they became the Sons of Horus. And if you guys haven't read the Horus Heresy, highly recommend it. I've only finished the first 2 books. I'm on the 3rd one right now. At the end of the 2nd book, I was like, man, or no, it was the end of the 1st book. I was like, man, this emperor is not a good dude. And then halfway through the 2nd book, I was like, man, I'm totally with Horus. Fuck that emperor guy. And then at the end of it, I was like, man, Horus is also a piece of shit. I don't know who to side with. From what I understand, the nicest ones, like in the Legion, and then they haven't even been mentioned in the books, is the Salamanders. That's the only, I don't even know. Give us those deployment pics with the EBR. I should have a few of those for roaming around somewhere. Happy birthday was on the 3rd, but lack of phone service. It's fine. Can we restart? Yeah, you just missed. I can't even make up shit. I'm quitting smoking. That's why I'm eating sunflower seeds. So I apologize if you guys are hearing that, like them cracking in your ears and stuff. I do apologize. I'm trying to. It's about the Mustache Man trials. Now I want to see Nuremberg. I'm the Sec War. I would not be ashamed of being the Secretary of War. Dude, I would have way too much fun. Like, I wouldn't want to be the Secretary of War. I would just want to run his social media. Because that would just be so funny. I would have so much. Like, you think it's bad now? You have no idea. Like, Xi Jinping would say something and they would quote it all over Twitter. And I would just, as the Secretary of War, just be like, pull up, bitch. It was so good.
It might be disturbing, but I'm a Night Lord fan.
I haven't even heard of them yet. Hello, Knox. Here, you need to go to your spot. Here, I'm going to put up the gate so you can't escape. Okay, relax. What's up, my dude? So my gym routine has been pretty solid though, and that's a good thing. I'm not getting thinner, but I am getting stronger, so that's good. Which is really just all I wanted. But the night, what are they called? I'm way too far behind. I'll get caught up to it in a second. It's the dude who just found out that Kona lasted 6 years and I woke up between 2014 and 2016 today. Let everyone who had 2025 as the info year they win. What? What is happening? Hey, Ethan, it was a pleasure meeting you at the Atlanta Aquarium. Oh, that was you, man. What's up, dude? Thank you for taking the time for a picture, dude. Anytime, 100%. I say that all the time, and I want you guys to know that I genuinely try and live that. I was at the Atlanta Aquarium with my my buddy Mike. Me and him been friends for like 15 years, and this gentleman walks up and is like, "Hey, are you?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, what's up, man? I am HLC." And we talked a little bit and took a picture, and I met his wife and their child, and I think it was his brother-in-law. Could have just been friend. I'm not sure, but very, very nice people. And I hope you guys had a good interaction, and I enjoyed meeting you as well. So thank you so much. Your Space Wolves, ride or die. I can fuck with that. It's all about you, isn't it? Somewhat. I mean, maybe. Idea, we fine all the government officials every day starting at 225,000 and doubles every day until the shutdown. It'd be over before it started. I would love it. We the people need to find a way to hold these motherfuckers accountable, because this is getting dumb. This is getting really dumb. It's sunflower seeds. You don't eat those. I mean, you probably would if I let you. My big stinky boy. You're such a stink, but I love you. You're the best dude. You're the best dude. Can we hear your coconut? He doesn't even care. He loves that shit. He's like, poke me in the head, Dad. That's my best bud. Hang on. Where's my remote? I gotta shock you. Buzzed. You got off your bed. Get back to your bed. Bah. Buzzed. Someone's gonna clip that and just tag Hassan on Twitter, and I'm fucking here for it. You're a Night Lord fan. Buff for Supreme Leader. And glad to hear I'm quitting Coffin Nails. Yeah, it's the second time I've quit. I quit before years ago, and then life got stressful and I fell off the wagon, so I'm trying to get, my feet back under me. For the Great Horned Rat. Space Wolves stayed loyal, right? The Luna Wolves did, because they became the Sons of Horus, but Space Wolves might be a different legion that I haven't heard of. I know it's a wild idea trying to hold the government accountable. They hate it. They really don't like that shit. They're like, we are here for the people, and be like, the people demand of you. Hold on. The people don't demand anything of us. We represent you. You don't tell us what to do, which is the most ass backwards bullshit I've ever fucking heard. Waiting for the RC buff to become a reality. And no, I've not. I didn't know they dropped a whole new album. I know Templars was the new song. I listened to it. As are the rest of us. Yeah. Rehab is for quitters, man. It's expensive and it's a personal choice, man. If you're like smoke around me, cool. Do your thing, man. I'm not going to lecture you on what's good or bad for you. I made it out of a personal choice. You're one of the feral plane people. Imagine if JD and Hassan had a debate. It wouldn't be a debate. Hassan would get mad, probably fucking storm off, and the entire time JD would be calling him every slur he could possibly imagine. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I would be absolutely here for it. History lesson from Australia. 1975, Australian Governor General dissolved Parliament. The only time this has ever happened. Look, guys, I know we made fun of Australians when they got rid of their firearms, okay? We made fun of them.
Would you intercept
But homeboy
me?
may be onto something.
I'd intercept me.
Okay, I've spent too much money. But feel free to look up the Night Lords. It's definitely a fun group to be around with.
each legion has their own like weird things. So I'll look into the Night Lords with her. You didn't have to spend all that money, my homie, but I do appreciate you being here. How about we find senders 100,000 per day they don't work? I'd fucking love it, dude. This is the thing. Americans can solve this problem. We can. But we would have to put our own differences aside long enough. We would just have to be like, okay, we just had the longest shutdown in American history. Who was in those offices during the shutdown? Okay. All of them are not getting voted back in. Every single one of them. Republican, Democrat, fucking independent, doesn't matter who it is, Chuck Schumer, all them motherfuckers. We're swapping them out with somebody else. And if those people put us in a shutdown again, all right, cool. Hey, guess what? Y'all are gone too. We're getting somebody else. We could do it. It's just Americans would have to band together. I'm a VTuber? I mean, kinda. Thanks for signing my hat as Buff at the San Antonio show. Live show was amazing. I'm glad you enjoyed the show, man. Thank you so much. Shoki reviews. I don't know. I don't know how to read. I'm a little dyslexic. Ultramarines rule. From what I understand about the Ultramarines is they are very black and white. If a book or something tells them to do something, they will never deviate from that. Trout versus quitting smoking. The gang convinces Trout to quit. Oh no, Jack isn't doing the bartender bit for this live tour. Uh-oh. Come here, Fritz. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on, Fritz. Scoop you. All right. What are you looking around for? We're just hanging out. We're just hanging out. How about your seatbelt? Is it off? Okay. You want your seatbelt back. All right, I'll put it back. You can put your hands down. But what if your seatbelt was off? Oh no, your seatbelt. Okay. He's got to have his seatbelt. Do you want a cookie? Oh gosh. Okay. It's not even protocol 1 time yet. Or 4. Ow, that was my finger, you little rat. All right. Time to hit the gym. I was in the gym this morning. Trust me, this is like, it's just my diet shit. I work out every day. I'm getting stronger. Reading out loud about your comment about a lobby full of plops. Thank you so much. Althea? Althea? I'm very difficult. I'm not that fat. I mean, I'm not that little, but I'm not that fat. LaRue! Why'd you retract your message, homo? LaRue and I go way back. Blood for the Blood God, skulls for the Skull Throne. World Eaters. Yeah? What are we playing tonight? Jack Up Soviets or China in... Jack Up China. Also hope to make it to a show one day, bro. It's a lot of fun, man. It really is. They're considering going international with it, so... There's strong evidence to suggest the CIA conspired with the governor general because the PM was talking to China. Okay, guys, maybe back off on this then. If it was the CIA, why is it always the CIA, man? Because they're good at it, I guess, yeah. There was a more recent double disillusion that the famous Gough Whitlam Think there was under Turnbull, just way less drama. We can also call votes early. Yeah, I was looking at a map of Australia for looking into some things. Who lives in the Northern Territory? Like, this is the thing. You got to understand. I like it. Okay, I like Australia, but to reach that level of remote, the United States, you have to go to Alaska. That's the only place. There's nowhere in the United States that is as remote as the Northern Territory of Australia, except for Alaska. Oh yeah, little Fritz, he's a good boy. Buff versus the world.
How everybody knows the fucking truth of that.
When you get done with your big unsub tour stuff, can we talk about the Hall of Fame idea I had? Yes. Question. Yeah, think so. Fuck, I don't remember everything about everything. Kid needs an A10 Burt. I mean, the kid can Burt, but it's just 20 mil. A10's 30. Finally caught you live again. I can't get enough of Grandpa Buffin. Oh my God, what a cute dog. Good old little Fritz. And that big white one over there is Knox. That's my best bud. But I'm not fat. I mean, I'm chunky. But a lot of it is getting to be fucking muscle. Just gotta do more belly stuff. Oh God, I hate abs. Because it's always the CIA. You're not wrong. I got a question. I got a question for dudes in chat, which most of you are. Okay. So since I've been eating a lot of sunflower seeds, you know, which by the way, spits are the superior sunflower seed. If you don't have them in your state, I would petition your governor because you should have spits. They're the best. That's not even a sponsorship. I just love spit seeds. And anyways, since I've been eating a lot of sunflower seeds, you know how after you eat them too much, you get like those sores on your tongue that'll pop up a couple hours later? It's just like kind of uncomfortable. Mrs. Linecrosser didn't believe me. And she says, she's like, why would you do that? No. Am I the only person that takes like little tiny scissors or like nail clippers and just pops them off? They bleed for a little bit, but then the next morning, like I did it to 2 of them last night. Perfectly fine. Gone. Just gone. And I just do that. Boom. You've never heard of that? Yeah. Spitters or quitters, swallow that shit. No. The answer is Big Titty Space Goth Witch. What the fuck? What are we talking about? Live in the sunflower state, so we have all the sunflower seeds. Bro, speed's where it's at. Your husband does that? See? It's not bad. Inflamed taste buds are always a bitch. Exactly. You just take a set of nail clippers or a little tiny pair of scissors, just real careful, boom, chop it right off. It's going to hurt for a little while. The next morning when you wake up, instead of having another sore there that you got to like deal with for a couple of days, gone. Fucking gone. Don't judge me, guys. There was a bill called the Shutdown Fairness Act that was rejected by a senator because the quote gave the president too much power. Is this Australia still we're talking about? Lord of the Rings or Star Wars? I'm a Star Wars fan. I like the lore of Lord of the Rings, but I'm more of a Star Wars fan myself. I've heard about the UPS plane crash. I talked about it in the video today that and several people. I love you guys. I know that it's usually just several bolts that hold anything into place. If you want to get technical, a car motor is held in place by usually 4 to 6 bolts. But there's a bunch of wiring and other shit, and I had several people reach out to me. They're like, "No, it's really only a couple bolts holding an engine on." I'm aware, but there's usually a few more things that like have to be removed for that to fall off. But I don't know. Pronounced like Aaliyah. Wait. Alethea. Wait. Don't. Why are you? It's like reading a dictionary, man. Sorry, man. That's why I just tell everyone just call me Allie. Allie, thank you so much. Oh, we're judging. I don't judge me. Who lives on the NT? Miners, crazies, natives, and my ex. NT. Where's NT? Where the fuck is NT? Have I seen Aussie shooting camels in the outback? I didn't even know they had invasive. Do they have invasive camels? Also, really surprised that things are able to thrive there. Glad to see me on. I'm glad to be here. It's I still have boxes and shit. I'm just trying to stay on top. Keep my head up, you know. Howdy, home skillet. What is up? Yeah, Noxy. He's a good boy. Hims, as I tell him all the time, and my wife hates that I say it this way. Hims is the goodest boy. Fiber man, no. Fiber's good for you? Pfft, no, not. Firefly fan. I was told that's a great show. Never watched it. I probably should sooner or later. Marines are stationed in Darwin. Show us your map of Tassie. What? My map of Tassie? It's not the hog or the warthog anymore. It's the hogwart. Oh, Vanica. But seriously, no one ever just like chops them off. You guys never do that? Guess I'm the only one. Someone take my nerd card. Just because I've never seen Firefly. I'm reading 40K right now. I think that keeps me with my nerd card. What up, bro? Wanted to stop by and show some Persian American love. Richard, thank you so much, man. Hope all is well, brother. I've been busy. I've been so incredibly busy. Honestly, like dead serious to all of you that are in here right now, which, let me see how many we got. 500 right now. All of you guys, thank you for your patience. Like I started this journey and I want to be everywhere for everyone. And I know that like when I go to like Atlanta to DreamHack, I'm going to meet people there who love, you know, my videos and stuff like that. And that's going to be a great experience for them. But because I'm unable to make the content I normally do, people who are in other places aren't going to get that. And like, it's this weird internal struggle. So I do want to say thank you to all of you for being patient while I'm bouncing all over the country and doing all these other things. I cannot thank you guys enough for being very patient with me. Okay. So, yep. Whoever checked that engine is shitting bricks probably. Oh, bro. The QA, like I'm just being honest with you, if I was QA for that plane and that engine had fallen off, I quit and just leaving. You're never going to find me again. I bought you a puppy AC and you try to tell King Pix you don't know who I am. I'm sorry, political overtones. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. King is good people though. And he's not even using the AC. I'm actually using it right here. Every time I point it at him, he gets up and he's like afraid of it. But as long as I keep the room nice and feng shui, I think we're good. Firefly came first. Did it? Brown shirt behavior. Yeah, brown shirts. I should pick a black one next time. Foot and mouth disease? No. It's the little things you get from eating too many sunflower seeds. Looks more like a puma. Ryan Burgess, what's up? Northern Territory. Oh, NT. We were talking about that. Sorry. I try and stay with everything, man. Yes, we have invasive camel shit. You can shoot any invasive species here. Tasmania. Tasmania is Australia and Alabama. I'm both very concerned and curious at the same time. Wait. An Australian who's in the chat, do they have big spiders in Tasmania? I know like mainland Australia does, but like, how about Tasmania? Are they as bad? Because right now, as close as I want to get to Australia is like New Zealand, which has significantly less wildlife. Babylon 5 is better than Firefly was before its time, though. Oh. Was flown out for a job interview in Huntsville. My man. Monday at a company that makes major components for your baby. Dude, the Space Museum in Huntsville is really good. They had, when I was there, they had 2 Saturn Vs. They had one stood up outside and then one on its side inside. And I went to Huntsville working with some. It was part of the rapid deployment phase. They were trying to get some software builds out the door, and we had to go and tell them it's. But I like Huntsville. If you guys ever get a chance to go out to Huntsville, it's really cool. It's like Silicon Valley for war. It's really what it is. Like, anytime I say it that way, anyone who's been there's like, that's accurate. It really is. Because it's anything new tech, new space, new missile, new anything, Huntsville, Alabama. It's Silicon Valley for war. That's really what it is. Oh, I got the buff shirt. Also, if you ever in my end of the woods, grab yourself a Timmy's. I haven't had Timmy's in years. I think the last time I had Timmy's was Afghanistan. You Canadians brought it with you. It was okay. I'm not talking shit, but like, to be fair, even our coffee is okay. Like, my wife loves like Dunkin' Donuts. It's okay. Like, I go and get a bunch of froofy bullshit that I don't normally have at home. Anytime someone's like, I need my coffee, and they order black coffee from a coffee shop, I'm like, why? If you want black coffee, just make it at home. It's going to be richer and better and not be just left on the heat forever like you're going to have here. When I go to Starbucks, I want something with 17 pounds of sugar in it because guess what? I'm paying $7 anyways, so I might as well have something froofy that I don't have at home. I'm one of those. Anyways. You like space fighting? Try KSP. Is that KSP? That's oh my god. The fuck is the name of it? Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts. Oh, Kerbal Space Program. There you go. Thank you for those of you who wrote that. I'm happy you don't shock your dog. Hold on, wait one. That's a lens cover. I could shock him. Right now. You ready for this? You're adopted. Oh, my dude. My best buddy. You want to come up and say hi? There you go. You're 11 years old. Show him how awesome the boof is. You want to give him a boof? A boof? Come on, give him a woof. Good boy. That's a good boy. All right. You can go back to your bed. You still have 10 minutes until Protocol 4. Hey, bud. All right, you go to your bed. Good boy. His weapon's here? Of course weapons is here. His ears are so goofy, so I shit you not. I'm not making this up. This is true. When he was a puppy, both of his ears stuck up. And one day, it was real windy in Lawton, Oklahoma. And the left one went down, and it never came back up. So now he's perpetually making a left turn. That's my buddy. Huntsville is still on my list. I've set eyes on the other surviving Saturn Vs. Ooh, nice. I mean, I didn't realize how big a fucking Saturn V was until I went to Huntsville. How's it going, Mr. Linecrosser? It's going good. I'm happy to be home. I'm happy to be catching up on a little bit of sleep. Yeah. So when's the U.S. government going to open up again? How do I word this? They will open back up again probably when one of two things happens. Either A, they can make it seem like everyone got what they wanted and they did it for the American people. when both sides can figure out how to do that, it'll open. Or, and this is a joke for legal purposes, this is a joke. When the people who have the right to start forcibly removing people from office because they're not doing their fucking job. Remember, this is a joke for training purposes. Yes. But that's when I would assume that the government's going to open back up again. Got me through the drive from Missouri to South Carolina. You watched my videos from Missouri to South Carolina? Bro, you know I'm a fucking goober, right? I wouldn't even... Ooh, man. HLC, Xbox, PS5, a PC Master Race. PC Master Race. What are you... And here's why, okay? Hold on. Before anyone comes at me, okay? Everyone has their things they're better at. PlayStation has better exclusives. However, all of their really good exclusives are single player. Xbox has better community with other players, okay? I got it. Someone's going to be like, well, what about... There's always outliers. I'm just telling you how I feel. PC has unlocked indie gaming. And indie companies make games because they still love video games. Not like these AAA companies that are strictly trying to get the most profit they can and help their shareholders be happy. Many of their shareholders who have never in a million years fired up a video game. There you go. We'll get GTA 6 before government opens up. Bro, wouldn't that be the shit? Used to be an Xbox fan, then I got a PC. PCs, they are. They just really are. Mega Bonk is an excellent... I've never even heard of Mega Bonk. To me, anything that isn't like a huge... I mean, I don't even know what the standard is for indie game. I don't even know what the requirement is, but to me, anything that's just like small communities put together, I consider those indie games. We love people coming to Huntsville, but there's too many people moving here once with the FBI and NASA. Bro, it's about to get worse. Don't you got the Space Force moving out there too? His ears are so goofy, and now he's blipping his paws. I don't know. I got Squirrel with a gun, and I was kind of let down by it. It was, yeah. Timeout test? Well, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I love my PC. Xbox just sits next to it. So I have an Xbox, and every once in a while, like if I'm just sitting in the front room, sometimes the missus will be like, oh, you can play a game in here if you want. I'll fire it up. I have my Switch for stuff like that. I really like the Switch just because I can take it with me. And I know there's going to be, why don't you get a Steam Deck? I didn't. There's really no excuse. They reopened before Thanksgiving because no politician wants to be the one to ruin the food holiday. I hate how accurate that is. Well, this is the thing. So this guy right here, Mike Hall, says, as much as I really like the F-15, the F-22, etc., he's going to pick an A-10 all day, every day. And I agree with you in some aspects. It really depends on his job. It really depends on what you need it to do. If you're doing suppression of enemy air defense, I'm not picking an A-10, homie. I'm sorry. Like, and I know weapons is going to be like, well, it can maneuver really well. It's got good flares and it's really resilient. I'm sure that's great. I would much rather be yeeting shit from a stealth position much further away. Okay. Like, can it do it? Yeah. But if I have something like kind of purpose built for it, that's what I'm going to go with. I will say Xbox came in clutch when I did a rotation of Korea, bro. Xbox in Korea was where it was at. When games are so meh, you get back into War Thunder. I've never gotten past like tier 4 or 5 in War Thunder. Just because anytime past that, it's like sweat level dude. So like I'll get there with like one country and then I'll just like, okay. And I'll just switch to another country at like BR1. And then I'll just work my way up from there until I get bored. Is it Koenig Kaiser the fourth? You might just have me saying some shit that I don't even know, homie. Grown ass man should never spend $1,000 to play a video game. as a member of the Star Citizen community, I feel a little attacked here. You're right. I should be able to walk away from such large amounts of currency towards a game that is obviously a cash grab. I'm aware. Keep your goddamn voice down, okay? Okay? You stop it. Let me see. Space Command is moving here, but honestly, the Redstone Arsenal is solely responsible for tripling the population. Redstone that bad, huh? Shit. What's more like... Oh, shit. What's more likely, habitually fat going to Hawaii or going to Kentucky? Just saying Kentucky got bourbon and Kentucky ballistics. Habitually fat will be going to Hawaii. 100%. That is happening. I have contacts there. I got to send out some more emails, but it will be happening in the near future. I'm still tier 3 and have been for years and worth it. It's just more fun. Good to see you back. I'm happy to be back, man. Star Phalazen. Look, man, this is the thing. I like industrial games. I really do. And you're not going to find really a better industrial game than Star Citizen. I like loading up with my homies in my mule. And I go out there mole, and we go and mine shit, and then we go refine shit, and then I go and sell shit, and that's it. It's just a good time. It's just a really good time. Star Citizen or Starfield? Star Citizen all day. Starfield was more finished when it came out. However, I like being able to land wherever the fuck I want to. Your TV costs $1,500. That's fair. Not mine though. People are like, I need the high-end TV, OLED, Ultra HD. Pfft. I get like a Hisense for like $700. And get a $30 Roku and plug it into it. Ta-da! Smart TV. I missed your last super? What did I miss? Kong Kaiser. Whatever. I don't know how to say it. What games am I looking forward to? Also, if you ever want beard stuff, let me know. I got the hookup. What's your favorite Command & Conquer game? Mine is Tiberium series Peace Through Power. Probably General Zero Hour. I crashed an entire LAN network in Manas, Kyrgyzstan. For anyone who's ever been there, it was shooters. I crashed the whole LAN network. I was really good at that game. And then what games am I looking forward to? Arc 2 would be kind of cool if it ever came out. There's an update for Enshrouded here in 3 days. Pretty excited about that one. Pierce. There you go. But yeah, I got you now, man. When you do the Nautilus to get a tour of submarines and submarine school. Really? I know we're going out there, but I don't know when I'm doing the Nautilus. When you said that about the A10 I had, I heard, America. That won't go against... that won't go against my 6th gen. America, that wouldn't go against my 6th gen. Look, I'll be totally honest with you. An American pilot in an A10 versus a J20. I give him a 30% success rate, which is wild considering one's a close air support aircraft and the other one is like a stealth fighter. I was told about Elite Dangerous. Just never played it. Don't go to Starbucks, make coffee at home. I do most of the time. It's just every once in a while I'll go over to Starbucks. Thank you for all the content. Thank you, Neon Phoenix, for being here. Best BR in War Thunder 6.3. I was in, you know, those little tiny American tanks, they had the M22s. I was in one of those, and I had the clip somewhere. I posted it a while ago. One of my buddies took us to BR9, and I took out a T80 with one. I mean, he was damn near done anyways. I just kind of finished him off, but that was really cool. Unsub could play the Opera House. Bro, that would be so cool. I don't think we'd sell it out. I don't know, maybe. While I was looking around Australia, it seems like, oh, I live in a big city in Australia, which is Melbourne, fucking Sydney, fucking, oh my God, what is that one? Right side. Well, no, Perth is over there. Perth is one of them. What is the one up high on the fucking side? Fucking love your channel, man. I fucking love you being here, Dakota. I got a 70-inch Samsung. Look, I'm not saying. You guys want to know? Here, financial planning with HLC. Here's what you do. And I may or may not have gotten the original, like, Xbox One a year after it came out because I did this. When you get your tax return, save it. Put it away. Tax returns start coming in about, what, April? Right about June, go hit the pawn shops. People will get their tax return and go buy something they don't fucking need, like a brand new Xbox or a TV. They're hawking that shit by June. You get it for like 50% of the price. You're welcome. Financial planning with HLC. That's what I'm here for. If the U.S. wanted to put it in Canada, it's about how long would it take? If Canada didn't devolve into insurgency, a long weekend, 4 days. Facts. Great financial planning chip. I'm just trying to help y'all out, man. That's what I used to do all the time. When a new Xbox or PlayStation comes out, wait. Everyone's going to go and buy that shit with their fucking tax return, and they'll be hawking that shit in a couple of months. Is it Protocol 4? It is Protocol 4. He hasn't heard it. All right. All right. We're going to pretend that you're Hassan's dog. Watch this, guys. Check. Oh, back up. No, back up. You're going to sit down, shake, bang, bang. Oh, come on. Get over here. Get over here. Come on. Sit. Sit down. Bang. Aha. Because he kills his dogs, right? Well, he shocks them. There's my best bud. Good boy. Come on, you want to chew on my arm? Okay, go on. You're all good, bud. You're all good. Military furry here. My crew loves buff. You know, is the thing. I got a question, and I'm honestly really curious, and I'm not being a smartass, okay? How do I word this? Like, what is it? Is it like a why? Like, that's the one thing that I never understood about the furry community. Like, I don't judge. I'm just like, why? Are you like, does it feel cool to be something? Is it like a sexual thing? Is it like, what is it? I'm so I don't understand. I want to understand. I'm curious. Buff has a no shit filter. For the most part, escapism. Okay, I can fuck with that. It's just not my style. Heard of a game, Ashes of Creation? If not, look up Lazy Peon overview video. Ashes of Creation. I'll take a look. They're not all there. I mean, you could say that about anyone. The only people that I like to say that I am 100% confident they're not all there, and we should institutionalize them, and or sterilize or maybe do lobotomies, is people who drive down the road under the fucking speed limit. You're a menace to society. You shouldn't be driving anymore. And most of you are old as shit. So I take solace in the fact that I'm going to outlive you. That's the only thing that makes me happy when I'm stuck behind you in the middle of the fucking road, okay? Everyone, yep, 100%. So if I was offered 10 million to spend a month in Tehran, you taking the bag? 100%. You said 10 million? I could do that. I could totally do that. LaRue's like, yep, I vote for that twice. And here's the thing about Iran, okay? Iran in general. America has a really close hold on our population. We know who is where because we have different types of IDs for driving, different types of IDs for shooting, some for shooting. Different type of IDs for access into places, different types of IDs for Social Security. Like we have all these different things. A lot of other countries don't have that. So people can go through their system very much under the radar. Love what you're doing is for the pup fund. Aw, I'm sure Nox and Fritz are gonna love it. I blame Lola Bunny and Space Jam. There was no reason a bunch of little kids needed to be looking at a bunny that was that thick. Okay? There was no reason. That was unnecessary. I work for one of the companies that fuel your missiletism in Huntsville. Next time you're nearby, you can stop by the office and give a lecture on missiletism. My colleagues have never heard of it. Keep kicking ass. You shall see. Which office? There's a lot of missile companies in Huntsville. Does it rhyme with a Schmorthub Crummen? Or a Schmathion? Or a Schmocked Smarten? I don't know which one it rhymes with. I think they're all there. I don't know about Schmocked, but the other two are definitely there. Opera House's biggest room is 2,600. That's it? Second biggest, like 1,200, 1,500. Then you're down to around 400 seats in smaller theaters. I had no idea. I thought the Sydney Opera House was like 10, 20,000 people. I had no idea. 50% more likely to have an accident going 5 under than 5 over. That's just science. I'm not even going to argue with that because I agree with it wholeheartedly. People who like this, I could never be a cop. I'd never be a cop. I'd profile like a motherfucker. It wouldn't be black people, wouldn't be white people, wouldn't be Hispanics, wouldn't be someone who's possibly a drug dealer. Nope. You drive under the speed limit, I'm pulling you over, and I will find a reason to write you so many tickets you never have a license ever again. Like I will do everything. You are a menace to society. You, in my humble opinion, you're worse than like. I was gonna say something really bad there, but I was like, no, they're not really worse than that. But they, in my heart, sometimes I feel that way. Speed bump, bro. I can't stand it. God. Like, here's the thing. I will police myself. I do that. I don't know if I'm the only person who does that. I'll be in traffic. I'm like, come on, man, let's go. And then I look down and we're doing the speed limit. And I'm like, I need to chill the fuck out. Like, this person is being reasonable. Unless we're on the highway and they're in the left lane and they're doing the speed limit. The left lane is for crime, folks. Okay? That is what it's there for. But I will police myself sometimes. I'll look down and I'll be like, I need to chill the fuck out. This person's doing fine. My bad. Sorry I gave you the finger and flipped on my light bar on my truck. Sorry. It's entirely my fault. I think I speak for everyone when I say people who drive under the speed limit need to get their license taken away. Absolutely 100,000%. Have I seen the Goofy movie? Yes. Not in years. School buses be damned, I guess. Yeah, fuck them too. Them kids need to they need to get somewhere quickly.
Would you intercept me?
Raviel?
I'd intercept me.
Hey, HBC. My dad was a big fan of yours. He passed away on Wednesday and I never got to watch the Blue Dogs with him. Just wanted to shout him out here so there's a record of him on a channel he loved.
Hey, Raviel? I don't know how to say your name, man. Dude, I'm so sorry for your loss, man. I'm glad that you and your dad really enjoyed my videos together. I don't know his name. You didn't put it in there, but I'm sorry for your loss, and I'm glad that my videos were something you guys could bond over. I really do appreciate that. Like, things like that, that's like my drug, man. It really is. Like, I wholeheartedly, I love being able to do things like that for people. Just sorry I couldn't do more. Uh-oh. Thought I heard my missus. Thought I was in trouble. What do I think of using an AC-130 with proximity fuses to intercept drones? Okay. Good idea. Actually works. If you watch my video on the Sky Ranger, that's really what it is. It's the Millennium gun, just a 30 or 25. I can't remember the millimeter measurement on it. I know one of the big one's 35. Millimeter variant. Fragmentation rounds like flak has gotten a lot better. The problem you run into with that, not unsolvable, it's not by any means unsolvable, is, so how do I word this? I don't know if sensors have caught up yet. Okay, so check this out. A sensor, here comes the radar. So sensors have filters, and these filters are designed to filter out things that you don't care to see. Now, in a moving platform like an aircraft, these filters are turned up pretty high. And so when you're seeing like people dogfight and one of them drops down to the deck, it's because they're trying to get lost in the trees and everything else down there because the filters are turned way up. When you go parallel, you go in between the filters for a couple of seconds. This is also referred to as radar notching. See my video I made about radar notching, okay? Against ground-based sensors, a lot harder to do. Now, what does this have to do with drones? Don't worry, I'm getting to it, okay? A ground-based sensor has the filters turned way down low, so we can detect a lot smaller things that we don't have clear pictures of that are low to the ground and stuff like that, right? Airborne sensors, not as much luck. Now, when this comes to like your Shawhead drones that are kind of big, lumbering, and depending on your aspect ratio, like where you're sensing from to the target, I mean, they have a pretty big RCS because of the way they're designed, especially if you're looking top down. So for those, yes, shouldn't be an issue. For the real small FPV ones that are closer to the ground, probably a harder detection. Not impossible. It's just how, like, you got to be able to filter out enough that you don't shoot at just random clutter and trees, but don't filter out so much that you're missing drones that are killing your troops. So, like, possible, yes, absolutely. I've never gone down that road. Kinetically, yes, and fiscally responsible, or very, very much so, because like it's cheaper to throw those things than it is to throw expensive missiles. That is a last-ditch move. Altitude is life in a fight. Yes, yes. Radar notching is useful if you absolutely need it. The dominant position is always above and usually behind. I did watch, there's a show, I don't know if it's still on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, it's called Killer Robots. Really cool show. they let AI learn how to fly an F-16, and then they pitted it against pilots. But because they never programmed the AI with self-preservation, it decided the dominant position to attack an enemy aircraft was not above and behind like most humans do. It was above and in front of. Because by the time they would nose up, you're already right on top of them, and all you do is depress the nose down, and you get your engagement. It's fucking wild, man. It's so crazy. Increase the wattage, you could, but there is a well. So this is the thing. It's oh God, Mike, you guys. I don't know if my radartism is a good thing right now or if it's a bad thing right now. Because like when you say stuff like that, my brain goes, well, and it starts going through like how to understand these things. Ashes of Creation is going to be an MMORPG that was fully funded by the owner, no AAA company, no cash grabs, has monthly review streams to get public feedback, has been going in the right way. I fuck with that. I really fuck with that. His name was Mark. He was a veteran of 8 years in the Army. Raviel, I'm sorry for your loss. And to your father, Mark, thank you guys for being such loyal fans. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry for your loss, and I hope that I can continue to make, put a smile on your face. So, Raviel, I hope I'm saying that right. Up the stakes, 50 million, 6 months in Damascus. It's hard to hide for 6 months, but a month is easy to hide for. Do I get the 50 million up front? Because if I do that, I could pay off enough Tehran guards to cover me. Radars have filters like a spreadsheet. Even our missiles run on Excel. I mean, everything. Excel is indefinite. But higher and faster puts more energy on your missile shot. So there's well, going back to talk about radars. The antenna itself, which people think antenna, they think like the little whip antennas, but the antenna itself, especially on an AESA radar, which is active electronically scanned array, which basically just means it's a flat panel. Some of these panels actually move, but they're also electronically steerable beams, sometimes pencils, sometimes waves, different strokes for different folks. None of that is important. That's why I kind of breezed over it. Those can handle an incredible amount of power. Now, I can tell you firsthand, the amount of power that goes into ground-based sensors is unlike anything you have ever seen. A THAAD TIPI-2, the THAAD, Terminal High Altitude Area Air Defense, or Air Defense, Terminal High Altitude Air Defense. I always fuck up that acronym. I wasn't THAAD qualified, but the THAAD TIPI-2, the fuel tank for it, right? The generator is a whole fucking semi-trailer. And to fuel it, they just plug a 2,000-gallon fuel truck into the side of it. The system comes with 2 fuel trucks, because while one is draining, the other one is going to refill. It burns, at a full radiate, if it's looking, it burns through about 2,000 gallons in 8 hours. And I think the unclassified range of that one's like 2,900 kilometers. I can throw out numbers on that one, because I don't actually know. Patriot, on the other hand, we have 2, we only run one at a time, 150 kilowatt generators. They each have a 100-gallon tank on them, and they pump out 208 volts, 3-phase, 400 hertz. And that bitch be thirsty. That is a thirsty radar. But anyways, what I'm getting at is this, is the antenna can handle an incredible amount of power put through it. It's just the returns you get, that takes logic, which requires computing ability. Because you're going to get returns off of everything. You're going to get returns off of blades of grass. You're going to get returns off of humidity. You're going to get returns off of dust, off of bugs, off of all sorts of shit. Your system has to be able to interpret that data and not give you false returns. It also has to have enough power to get returns off of those small things, which power on the ground is easy. Just bring more generators and more fuel. Power in the air, not as easy, because if you need more power, you got to be able to generate more power, and a generator weighs more than a smaller generator, which now you're fucking with drag and how long it can stay in the air, which is a whole other exponential problem brain. Is that a B? Not just a kid. Have I seen House of Dynamite? I have not seen House of Dynamite. I want to see it. I was told I need to watch it. I might do like a review and just be like, look, guys, this is just awful. It's awful. It's bad. They should feel bad. I might just do that. Hiding for 12 is easy? Oh. Hey, can't they literally cook the plane and stuff by turning up the power? I mean, yes, depending on which band the radiation is in, but you get too close to any radar antenna. Fun fact, every 14 Echo Patriot Fire Control operator maintainer who's been in the van, every single one of them, the easiest way, people are like, well, what's the one question you can ask? Look, no one ever pretends to be an air defender, but if they did, just ask them, when did you burn your comparator cover? Because it's this little fucking nylon cover that sits right over the comparator on top of our radar. And when you set the whole thing up, for some reason, the radar crew perpetually forgets to remove it. Every 14 Echo I've ever spoken to has burned through one if you've been in the van. Every single person. I burned through mine while I was in UAE, 2016. I burned through a comparator cover. The comparator cover is stuck inside this big shroud that pumps radiation at the back of the RAGs, the radar antenna group system. It's literally called the RAGs, or no, radar antenna systems group, RASG, but we call it the RAGs. And yeah, don't get caught in there. That will kill you. That will barbecue you. But in a plane, I assume they just kind of pump it through the nose. I don't know. Stories about him cooking seagulls with an F-14's radar. He was an that tracks. Look, I've never seen it personally, but I've heard stories. I've heard stories of a TPY-2 in full burn in certain places in Asia, and that's an X-band radar. And X-band radiation does some different things to the body, especially when you're pumping the amount of power into it that you are with a THAAD TPY-2. To just put this in perspective, the radiation hazard zone on a Patriot radar from the radar in front of it, which is where you're pushing radiation out to, is 120 meters. That's unclass. I can tell you that. For THAAD, it's over a kilometer. And I've heard stories, again, not THAAD qualified, of people in full radiate. They're just watching the system, making sure it's not on fire. Happens far more often than most of you who are not in the military understand. It's our system. If you think like military grade's great, count the fire extinguishers in the TM. That's all you need to know. There's like 5 of them on every piece of equipment, okay? But anyways, stealing, you mean just testing. There you go. Yes. And a bird flew in front of the radar, like 50 yards in front of the radar. Flew right in front of it while they're in full burn. And the bird just dropped straight to the ground, dead. It's possible. I've never seen it, but I've heard of it happening. What's a kilometer? I don't know. Some people who don't have their flag on the moon use. Oh, sorry. ADA, former Stinger. No shit. I never got to fire a Stinger, man. Stingers, it's a tried and true weapon, but I'm curious to see what we get to replace it. I'm very curious because they're replacing the Stinger. Now, I know a lot of my short range air defense guys are going to be like, well, why? It literally can't be updated anymore. It can't. So the main guy, Ashes of Creation, also likes screwing with the players from time to time. I can take a look. Have I seen House of Dynamite? No, I'm sorry. I already read that one. Is the radar that's thirsty or ASLC? Look, man, radar, sometimes that radar just be so thick. Someone's going to clip that just because the way I enunciated it. Not obsessed, but I was when I worked on it. This is the thing. Your dad built THAAD radars, the TPY-2s. They're good radars from what I understand. And they work really well. The THAAD system apparently works really well. I reached out to some people. I now know how effective the system is being. It's over 90%, which is what we were hoping for. I now know what happened with that one missile in Qatar that got through. Wasn't a system problem. That's for damn sure. But to be fair, they also didn't know that it would do that when they put in that entry, and now we don't put in that entry. But I know we're gonna leave that one alone. But I know what happened. The system did what it was supposed to do. Somebody fucked up, but they didn't know they fucked up because no one knew that fuck up was in there. I eat alone. Fire Forget systems need more love. Like which ones? My prostate exam went so badly today, I just thought y'all would want to know. Look, Neon, you know what? There's a lot of men in here who are over 40. I'm not looking forward to it. I had some issues. I do have a medical condition, and I had to get a finger in that general vicinity. And the major, who was my PA or my PA at the time, this major, the man had very large fingers, and he was a large man, and he was like, "All right, you're gonna feel some pressure." And me, I always deflect with humor. So while he was doing it, I told him to take a Super Bowl ring off. He didn't find it nearly as funny as I did, but the man was using me like a finger puppet. I feel you. It's yeah. I might be a little traumatized. That's very large fingers is crazy. Want a second opinion? No. Can I have Buffrey tell that story?
Okay. So, I went into this physician assistant. Oh God, the dude had these big old sausage fingers, and I had a problem with my butt. And I said, "Hey, doc, I need you to take a look. Like, I don't want to be here. You don't want to do this. We both have better things to do. There's a whole lot of minorities out there I could be talking to. But right now, I need to be here because we got pooper problems." So I went in there, and yeah, he's like, "You're gonna feel some pressure." Fucking spoiler alert, wasn't pressure. That man,
I gotta be able to say this. Hold on.
That man felt like he was knuckle fucking me, and it was just bad. And I looked back and I was like, "Can you take off your Super Bowl ring when you do that next time?"
Okay, I don't look, man. Sometimes the character I've never in my life used the word knuckle fucked. That's how the characters have become sentient, because like never in my brain have I put those words together, and it happened. I've never remember the harm. Oh God, yes. My fiance Nick introduced me to your content. He passed away in August at the age of 53 unexpectedly. Thank you for my smile today. Desiree, I'm sorry to hear about your loss. I'm glad that you and your fiance could bond over my content. I'm sorry that he's no longer with us, but I'm glad you're still here, and I hope that I can continue to make you smile and laugh. So I appreciate you being here. I'm 33 and do it for fun. I was in the Navy. How do you even respond to that? How? What do I even say to that? Oh my God. I know. Your doctor was some black dude from the Congo? I've never done this accent. We're going to try it. All right, I need you to bend over down a bit. Pull down your pants. Yes, okay. You're going to feel some pressure. I have never done that voice. I don't know. Oh my God. Oh man. Oh. That's why you eat the shells. Oh man. Somebody just, what the fuck did I walk into? I don't know. Okay, look, this just like, new character. I've never had to speak in that character voice before. I've never even tried it. Someone took his tism pills. You're going to feel some pressure. Just take a deep breath. We do this all of the time in the nation of Congo. Oh, man. That might be more like Nigerian. I don't know. Oh, man. I'm curious where you learn these accents. Also, is it the Family Guy creator who done most of the... Wait. Oh, you're talking about... oh, my God. What's his name? I can see his face. The creator of Family Guy. Yeah, he's the one who does most of the voices. But what the hell is his name? Home at Last. I am home. You are in good hands. I will take care of you. Seth MacFarlane. There you go. That's his name. Yeah, he does. He doesn't do Chris. He doesn't do Meg. He doesn't do Lois. Pretty much all the rest of them he does. Oh, no, he doesn't do Herbert. That's somebody else. Why are you gay? Just, okay, bend over. We will check this. Now, do not get an erection. I'm talking to myself this time. And, okay, we are all finished up. Everything seems fine. And you are now gay. All right, that would cover, it would. It really would. Yeah. You have VIP passes when we get there? Oh, you're talking about to the Unsub show? I don't go to the VIP sometimes. I don't know. It really depends on what we're looking at. Dude is channeling Kwane from Captain Planet. I'm sorry, okay? But as Deadpool said, that's the on button. Depending on the accent, pressure sounds like pleasure. You're going to feel some pleasure. Oh, you're right. Holy shit. I love that, dude. When I snap my fingers, you will forget you were ever gay and just snap them. But I'm not gay. Do you see? Oh man. Do you think Trump is serious about the Nigeria stuff? I don't know. I'm not really even fully understanding like what he said about it. I know like there's talking about Christians getting killed. I understand like America is not on paper a Christian nation. Okay? You got to understand. I get that. However, people are like, well, America is not a Christian nation. It's a nation of, free. Yes, however, the first 10 amendments to the Constitution, also known as the Bill of Rights, are those granted by the government? No, they are not. They are granted by God and protected by the government. That's what the founding fathers wanted. So when people are like, it's not a Christian nation, it's literally in our foundation. But it doesn't, like the way they're really smart, the way they wrote it is that like, yes, these foundations and values that we follow are based off of this faith, but we don't want to bottleneck us strictly into that faith or any other faith because that's how people get treated. Yeah. I am the captain now. Has everyone voted? Yes. AHLC, love your content. It's a Christian nation. I don't disagree with you. Our values are there. Like the vast majority of the country is Christian. Like I don't disagree with you. However, is from what I have seen now, I have not read like the state constitutions. I have not read what the hell is it called? There's something letters, but like the Constitution itself does not explicitly state it. That doesn't mean that it's not true. It's all kind of based on, I don't know, man. It's so confusing. I would rather they would have just been like, yeah, we are, but you can be whatever you want to here. It would have just been so much easier. I just signed my buddy up for Army recruitment. He's 42 and a retired Marine. You should sign up AC for the Marines, bro. I wonder I kind of want to like start putting our emails. In God we trust is on our currency. There we're Christian on paper. I mean, yes. I'm not disagreeing with you. Like it's kind of a weird middle ground that I have to be in, and not have to be in, because all of our morals and values, like the law of the land, like the law in general, is based off of Christian values. Okay, not working on Sundays, which that's a Christian value. Other countries and other faiths, it's like Saturdays, or sometimes it's like Thursdays. I'm not super well versed in all those things like that. So like, yes. If we made a constitution today, I wonder what it would look like. Dude, you know what I found out? You know what I never underestimate the stupidity of humanity. Because to me, if I was writing a document and I said, okay, I want this rule to never change, how do you think I could say that? Well, this rule should never change. No, I don't think that's... What about the phrase, shall not be infringed? You think that's clear enough? And somebody back then went, yeah, there's no way they could fuck that up. That bothers me. That the human race is so fucking stupid that the phrase shall not be infringed is not clear enough. It's like, I would write it as dumb as I possibly could. Hey, dear fucky wuckies that read this in the future, these rules shall never change, regardless of how technology does. Fuck you kindly, Ethan. And I would sign the bottom. Like, it just, God, I hate how... Hey, but you know, this is what we get, though. Politicians in general, politicians and lawyers, they work in the gray. And what do I mean by the work in the gray? Is if something in black and white backs you up, your goal is to focus on the part that backs you up only. If the black and white doesn't back you up, you focus solely on what it doesn't say. This is politicians and lawyers alike. They both do this. It's like fucking 101 when you go into a courtroom. So there is not... Like, maybe that's a social experiment. Maybe I'll just start walking around and asking people, like, look, if you wanted to make a rule here, like an amendment to the Constitution, and you wanted it to never change, how would you word it? This shall never, and be able to be changed. But did they mean never? Like, well, what if we figured out we aren't the only life in the universe? That could change everything, right? Like, oh man, God. Funny airport stories from live shows? No. So here's the thing. I will tell you this. There's this kind of it's not really an airport story. I have been out of the military for so little time that I still get physical anxiety when I think I'm going to be late to something. I wish I could stop doing that. I really do. But I still get physical anxiety. Eli, on the other hand, he's going to be late to his own funeral. The man is never on time for anything. I love Eli to death. I would never change the person that he is. But when I'm traveling with him, I have to like shut my brain off or drink so much that I just go follow that one and everything's fine. In perpetuity. Therefore, shall means will, legally speaking, therefore will not be changed. Hey man, I'm with you on that one. Thoughts on the election in New York? So here's the thing. Actually, that's a wonderful question, Wesley. That's a wonderful question. I hold no ill will or malice towards the people of New York that voted for what they thought was best. However, I don't think it's going to go the way that they think. I really don't. And do I want my fellow Americans to suffer? No. I do not want them to suffer. I would never want that. But a learning opportunity is always, applauded. And this is the thing. This could be a learning opportunity for them. Like, hey, we should probably never do that again. Or this could be a learning opportunity for me. He could fucking flourish. I would love to be wrong. I don't think I am, but I would love to be wrong. If New Yorkers started just living the high life and everything was, free and they proved that it could be done, fuck yeah. Okay. I'll bite my tongue. They did it. That means other people can, and we can live a better life. I don't think it's going to work that way because I understand basic economics, but I do not want my fellow Americans to struggle. But yeah, that's kind of the way that I look. Yo, do you remember instructing a guy named Sprouse? Hold on. I think so. Do you mean Rouse? Because I remember a Rouse. I need a shot now. Would love to see you and the boys play Vintage Story. I've never even heard of that. I nominate Brandon Herrera for God. All in favor. Is the thing. That is one thing that I really love about the guys that I'm with is they we make jokes about all sorts of different stuff, but they all still are very grounded and glory to he, not to me. Yeah. And that's and I'm okay with that. Regardless of your faith. I encourage everyone to practice their faith. I really do. I'm behind that 110%. Just, you don't always got to push it on other people. I understand a lot of faiths out there, like their entire thing is like teach others about the word of God, insert your deity there, which is fine. I don't disagree with that. But I'm a real big fan of people just quietly and humbly following their own faith. Really like that shit. New York City's about to become Gotham. I hope we're wrong. I would love to be wrong. I don't want people in the United States to be living in these experiences, but I think that this is also so it's like, okay, for those of you who are parents out there, I'm not a parent, but I have a really stupid dog. I love Knox, but he's very dumb. Okay. Especially when he was younger. I told him repeatedly, don't chew on power cables. He was a chewer. Don't chew on power cables. Don't chew on that. Don't chew on that. Don't chew on that. Don't chew on that. Great. Cool. And one day he was chewing on it, and I was like, well, there's a lesson to be learned here. There's a lesson. Missiletism. Why are you guys telling me, look, a missile? Why? What about missiles? But anyways, and I genuinely believe that it's at the point, it's like, okay, we can tell you, like, these things don't work, but you got to learn on your own sooner or later. Wolf Levin took a missile. Hey, don't you... why are you guys telling me to stop? Whatever. Glad you lived through the Unsub live show so far. Godspeed for the remainder of the dates, bro. If anyone in here was at the... oh, and yeah, Knox is now afraid of turtles, too, because I let him learn that lesson. I picked up a turtle off the side of the road. He was real curious about it, was sniffing it. It flipped around and bit his nose. And he doesn't like turtles now. It was faster than I expected. I was trying to get him away from it, but he didn't want to listen. Because the missile knows where it is. Bite the cord, meet the Lord. Really enjoying content, man. I hope the tour went well. It's been going good. It really has been a lot of fun. If anyone here was at the second Iowa show, you got a show that no one else is getting. Rich drank. If I would have consumed the amount of alcohol in such a short time that Rich did, I would have not woken up the following day. Like, it would have killed me. I love watching Wolfram flip out on HLC the chat. What did Wolfram? Oh, you were there? Pound and Ground? Yeah, dude, you guys got a show. Look, I can't give away all the details, but when Rich goes drill sergeant out there and starts smoking a kid in the crowd, after chugging a glass of tequila, not a mixed drink, no, you think like, oh, he had a margarita. No, tequila, just tequila, okay? And then proceeds, against our wishes, to tell everyone in the crowd, if you buy alcohol, I will drink it. To which people in Iowa started purchasing alcohol and bringing it to Rich. And he was drinking it. It was an interesting it was an interesting time to experience things, okay? Voting should be only for veterans who've deployed. In my opinion, you're talking about like the difference between a citizen and a civilian, like what is it? Starship Troopers. I think that there's a lot of different things that need to happen. I think first of all, the number one thing that every politician has to do is, if you want to stay in office, like you get elected, that's fine. Okay. You get elected. Anyone who runs against you legally has the right to debate you. I don't know if you guys know this. You're like, yeah, that's pretty obvious, right? You should be able to debate. Do you have any idea how many congressmen and senators are elected in our country who have never had to debate their opposition? It's a staggering number. Hell, we're just trying to get Tony to debate Brandon right now. But I think that if you're an incumbent and they say, I'm running against you, I've put my name in, I've done all the paperwork, we need to have a debate. Legally, you are required to. Or you have to remove yourself, recuse, is that the word I'm looking for, from the election. 90% plus is the number. Yeah, dude, it's an insane number. So I think that's priority number one. Because there's a lot of people in charge who would not be in charge if they actually had to debate somebody. So we're going to see a picture of the knife tattoo. I can't show I don't mean, maybe I can. How much? We got 10 minutes. I got time. Love you, buddy. All I do is keep politics and religion out of chat. Then you do that. Thank you for moving on. It's all right, Wolfram. I still love you. Did you ever get your package? Because you guys don't know this, but I try to be good to my mods. So I send out like swag bags. And unfortunately, Canada doesn't like packages from the US, which is strange. I can drop it in Discord. I can, actually. I can. The picture of the knife tattoo, I can drop it in my Discord. Love that movie. Starship Troopers is a really good movie. You know, it flopped really hard when it came out, but it's become kind of a cult classic now. Am I kidding? No, UPS hates me. Yeah, that's fair. Well, apparently I missed the undertones on stream. What did I miss? I don't know. I think so. I was basically, so someone asked me about New York and how I feel about their election. And I just basically put that, like, I don't think anywhere in the US anyone should be hoping for their political opposition to fail if they're in charge. It's like when people hope that the president fails. I didn't want President Biden to fail. The man was too old. He was too far gone. Like mentally, I'm sorry. Like towards the end especially, it became very evident. Okay? But I didn't want him to fail. That's like asking for the driver of the bus we're all riding on to crash. Like, you don't want that. Sometimes you got to let people do their thing. Wolfram. Oh man, I love you too, Wolfram. He just The ones that flopped badly were 2 through 5. Yeah. Well, apparently when the first one came out, it flopped bad, but I loved it as a kid, which is kind of fucked up that I watched it because there's like boobies and gore and a bunch of shit in there. But yeah, Blackwood Artist 2. Yeah, because I don't know. Everyone F's in chat for Wolfram trying to keep me from getting political. F's in chat. There is, how many of you in here? There's 585 of you in here. I better see some fucking F's in that chat. Just don't move to Florida. It's already full. Thanks for the support, everyone. Wolfram tries so hard. I love it. But this is the thing. This is the beauty of the position that I'm in, is I get to be the fun person and say kind of whatever I want. And my mods get to be the assholes. And then after stream, I will usually get a message from one or more of them. And most of the time it's, hey, no, my dear, Mrs. Linecross was watching. Wolfram did not get his merch. There was an issue. Like Canada kicked it back. So I've already told Bunker. I've already told John at Bunker and Clint and all them. I said, as soon as it gets back there, let me know and I'll get a different location to send it to. So that way we can make sure Wolfram gets his stuff. Canada's being Canada. But anyways, so I usually get a message from one or more of them. If it's a good stream, if it's a good live, I'll get like a message. Usually Phoenix. Well, Phoenix is one of them. Weapons is another one. Like, hey, good stream tonight, man. And they'll kind of like give me a synopsis and maybe some things I got wrong or something like that, or some more amplifying information, because I do value perpetual learning. It's not Canada, it's UPS. It's Canada. It's Canada. It's Canada's fault. Political overtones. But I got a feeling tonight I'm going to get several messages from Wolfram losing his fucking mind, which is really, really funny. Florida's God's Waiting Room. Hold on. I need to think about that one for a little bit longer. Florida's God's Waiting Room. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. The senior community's down there for sure. How much do you need to send us buy Wolfie a beer? What I would do, Political Overtones, is go to the Discord, find Wolfram, and oh my God, Mrs. Linecrosser. Okay, we're gonna just put you on speaker. Yes, Mrs. Linecrosser, you're live.
Are you confused why Florida is
Well,
God's waiting room?
I thought about it too much. It was their waiting room because all the old people are there.
Because the retirees are there and they're gonna die.
Yes, I'm aware. Everyone can hear you right now, right?
I guess.
Are you stony right now?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I ordered soup.
Did you get me a Reuben?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't yell at me.
That's cool. Love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
Oh my gosh. Or Hell's Waiting Room. I gotta go pee. Go pee, Neon. UPS loves logistics so much we fuck it up. They really do. Blame Canada. It's always Canada's fault. She loves me too much. Dude, that's the thing, man. Okay, so I went to a DreamHack, which if you've never been to DreamHack, okay, it was a very interesting experience. I expected nothing but like neckbeards and basement dwellers. I will say the competitors in the Clash of Clans World Championship, I looked at the leaderboard, had all their pictures up there, looked at their like teams. There is not, and this isn't saying much. I mean, well, actually it is saying a lot because I'm a bit of a pushover. There is not a single person on any one of those teams that I wasn't confident I could beat, or that I'm not confident that I could beat in a fist fight. Like every single one of them I could beat in a fist fight. Okay. So that was like that. Yeah. Okay. I mean, but hey, they're world champions. They're fucking loaded. Cool. I was not expecting the amount of ass that I saw there. Women in straight up lingerie with a beret on, and they're like, I'm from Street Fighter, and I'm like, I've never played that version of Street Fighter. I'm fucking cool with it though. That's fine. I was not expecting that. So it was a very, very fun experience. But what I'm getting at is, it's great is that I could be there and Mrs. Linecrosser doesn't have to worry about anything because women are scary and they have cooties and I'm scared to talk to them. Okay. The only reason I'm married is because Mrs. Linecrosser came up to me and was like, you're mine. And I was like, don't hurt me. Okay. And now here we are. Cons and EDM shows, so much ass. I'd never been to one before. This is the thing. I mean, it was a cool experience. I don't think I needed to be there the entire time, but it was a cool experience. I am trying to get Regiment to get me to some of like the PAX West, PAX East, where like they announce new video games so I can geek the fuck out. Those I want to go to. You should do a special Habitually Fat episode where you take Nick to the MacArthur. I really want to do it now. I didn't know MacArthur had a museum. To be fair, I also hate MacArthur, but I can kind of go past it while I could get to watch this. And Knox he's going to lick his butthole right in front of you guys. Hey. He just lays down and looks at me. Women, am I right? They can't live with them. I don't know. Shout out to Mrs. Linecrosser. Hope you recovered completely from the unfortunate eardrum doggo incident. Is Fritz still in timeout? Oh no, Fritz gets to do whatever he wants. There's nothing wrong with Fritz. Nothing wrong with Fritz. Yeah. HLC is the buff ready for 3-Eye Atlas. So I made a joke about it today. I don't know how legit the photos are. I didn't want to put the actual photo in there just in case they turned out to be garbage. But I saw the photo that the Japanese researchers said that they had taken that is still unconfirmed. Bro, the shit legit looks man-made. Like it looks like a creature built it. Like, hold on. I'll pull it up on my phone. This is allegedly leaked. This is just Google, but I mean, it's probably bullshit, but that's a little sketchy. Is it trash day? It's always trash day. Mrs. HLC has a beautiful voice. She has a beautiful everything. At least I think so. And this is the thing, and me with Mrs. It's a turd. Oh, you guys couldn't see it? Someone said they couldn't see? It straight up looks like a turd. No, it didn't blow up. Not yet, anyways. It pretty much is a space turd. But anyways, yeah, no, she's got a beautiful everything. And I tell Mrs. Linecrosser all the time, I'm like, and this isn't, I don't want you guys to take this in a bad way, right? But I straight up told her, I was like, since I've become HLC, I can never again be out there and like trying to get to know somebody and not worry that they're only doing it because I'm HLC. Like, I mattered to her before I mattered to anybody else. And to me, you can't find that anywhere. So like, that's a huge thing. That woman is the absolute best part of me. 100,000%. She is the best part of me. So didn't realize what the XP was for in the chat, but I guess I'm top 10 donos. Are you? Look at you, Wesley. That's that's a space peanut. Yeah. Oh, I keep on hearing this thing. We just got a clock back from repair. Just saying there's an Icelandic pathological museum. That's a word. That's right. There's a penis museum. Get Nick there. I thought isn't there one in like Japan or Korea? Like a fucking penis museum? Isn't that a thing? I bet a race of giant aliens make fake poos a gag and one of their astronauts took a piece of space and threw it. just hucked it into space like, oh man, this is gonna fuck with somebody out there. Yeah. We are at our 2-hour mark, folks. Lots of detections, including CO2, CO about Atlas. I got to look into it more. I don't know enough about it. While I was traveling, I didn't read a whole much of the news, and I felt very naked. And now I'm coming back. I'm getting understanding a little bit better. So I want you guys all to know you are all absolutely amazing. I will. Hold on. Let me check my calendar. I will not be here next Friday. I will be in Denver next Friday. I'm so sorry, guys. So I might do a stream earlier in the week to try and make up for it, so I can talk with y'all. All right. So as always, from Drex, I'm making him midnight. So you guys are all absolutely amazing. Watch out for one another. Don't do the enemy any fucking favors. I will see you guys all here next time. Okay.